were making silage. Might have been not. But, now it's not great. This is where we're growing. It's growing. I mean, obviously the grass around the edge of the field we don't cut, so that's always going to be longer. But it's growing. How's our spell together here? Still not doing its thing yet. Okay. Now everything's germinated. This much we do know. It's just that it's not growing. The barley surprised me. Barley started growing immediately that we planted. I was expecting a stage of zero growth on the barley. Oops, sorry dog. So that I could actually have the time to herbicide and fertilise without it being too voluminous. I guess I need to turn the spikes back on. Stab. Oh, that's not even a full. Oh, what the heck with it. I know I said I don't need to, but this is a partial bale. So I'm just going to take this over here and deplete it. Okay. Not a big deal when it comes to how much clover hay is in that thing, but I'm going to have to take a full bale down to the other field anyway, so we might as well give them a full bale. Also, not sure a full bale will use 100% of a full bale. There we go. Back up. Hear the thunder and the lightning. Or I can hear the thunder. Lightning doesn't make noise. Oops. Try not to drive up driving up the wall. Bad idea. Okay. We'll drop that there. And try not to drive up the wall again. That would be a plan. Good grief. Alright, let's go get the silage bales. Then again, I'll push time up to ×5 because obviously not a lot we can do until the rain stops, and that's going until lunchtime. Oh, you're a sheep. Okay. You're a sheep too. You're a a bale of silage, yay. Stab. So yeah, that square bale was, we had about 151 bales from that field, and we can cut them out in lots of 30, so just sort of, I'm not going to drive all the way down the BGA with one square bale, so I just left it. It will be sheep food. Woo! When it finishes fermenting, but we've got the round bales to use down here for now. Okay, where do food troughs go? There. Ding dong. Right. So they are good for most things. We missed. So 742, yeah, we don't have enough. If I look at that on this field, yeah, that's less than a full bale of clover hay. Clover silage, we could do 2,000 litres more, but as I've said in the past, those bales disappear if you don't use all of them. So there's enough room for clover hay there, we'll just drop it off. Be done with it. So sheep in the top field get some food top up, but not 100%. Hey sheep, where are you going? Somewhere over here there's a gate and a hedge. And to lift the bale up so that it clears the hedge. There we go, 7:46. Still dark. It's probably going to be dark till around 9 o'clock. The last day of mid-fall, which is what? Mid-November. So yeah, it's kind of dark this time of year. Come on, go, go, go. Now the question is should I take the JCB to the BGA now? Or maybe later? Got that right there. Oop. So they're marginally topped up, obviously not a full day's worth of food. Well, how are we doing? We've got full sugar beets, good amount of hay and silage. Definitely last us through to the afternoon, potentially tomorrow morning. Grass is the only problem, and as I said, there's not a lot I can do with that. I need a grass field with grass on. Now, I was going to say I could go and mow the field they're in, but I can't mow the field they're in because the grass is still growing. Could mow the other sheep's field a bit. And drop that right about there. Turn the lights off. Parked on the wrong side, didn't I? Yes. Basically looking at it and saying I need to park really close to the wall so I can get out, but of course you have to park on close to the wall on the right side of the vehicle. Come side of the vehicle. That's something I didn't do. So, again, lights off, engine off, jump out, flashlight on. Then we have a ton of rain, and it's getting cooler. So that means crop planting is going to be... No, we're still good for crop planting, except corn and soybeans. So no biggies there. Still going to rain till about midday. The sheep are cared for. I don't care about anything else there. Okay, so no contracts for a minute. Well, there might be, I guess. There might be transporting contracts like that one, which pays 1,000. And there's a couple more. Is there a couple more fertilizing? They're the same fertilizing contracts that were there before. It's just that they don't pay well. That's 20. That's 32. And then there's the 40,000 one, or did that get done? No, field 7. So probably going to be baling later today. Let's speed up time a bit. Let's get the sun to rise. Okay, there we go, daylight. So since I'm planning to do that contract, I might as well take it now. Accept the contract, back. So I need the Challenger hooked up to the mowers. Where did I put the mowers? That's the big question now. Put this weight over in the corner. So obviously we need front and rear mowers attached for this day. I think I'll leave the mowers in this shed over here. Not ideal for a Challenger to get in and out of, but second bay, no, first bay for the front one. Like I said, not the greatest of storage solutions for something I want to get a Challenger in and out of, but there we go. Just run into the shed. Okay, let's honestly putting the belt there is less than ideal too. Okay, let's go fix on the rear. There we go. I think the problem there was the front mower was impacting on the support, and so again, difficult to get in and out of. magic. Not as painful as I expected it to be, but again, not exactly ideal. Now, I can either take the class with the baler or the other thing. Where is field? Oh, field 7. Field 7's the field I want to buy. That's awesome. So it's not actually that far away, and you want, of course, you want the bales taken to the bale sell point. Freaking awesome. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Think. What I want here is we'll put the baler on this tractor. And I think the baler's in the lower field. Oh, the lower storage area, so I could have gone the other way. Got enough diesel, so that's fine. I did wonder how 7 could be so lucrative a deal. Because I was trying to think what big fields are there out there. Of course, yeah. The one where we're going to put the sheep in. Okay, we'll hitch that to that. Yeah, I'm not really sure whether I should be hauling the... maybe I should put that collection trailer on this thing. Just pull that out. Because the other option would have been to use the semi-trailer, but I've already put that away, so we can use this. So this is actually the last piece of equipment I need on the field. Park this right about there and turn the lights off, and I probably didn't do that over here. Tut tut. Okay, so I'll put the baler on the class because that has 380 horsepower, so much better suited to baling than the case, which is, I mean, it's a high-end 200 horsepower, but it's very close to the baler's ideal or required output. So it can struggle at times. This thing won't. Typically what we'll do is we'll do the mowing and baling simultaneously, and I'll run around with the JCB and the wrapper to wrap all the bales. Squeak. Do I turn the lights on? No. Okay. And we'll jump out of that. And hopefully all the vehicles are getting cleaned while we're doing this as well. Now this has the bale spike on the front already. But that's in preparation for what is it? selling the silage bales that are currently at the BGA. Can I sneak in that gap? Yeah. Okay. This one I'm going to fix that. Yeah, that's okay, that's okay. Okay. And now I have to sneak out of that gap without hitting anything. Yay. Go find the wrapper. Wrapper's in the first bay. Great. Of course, this tractor much easier to get in and out of this shed because four-wheel steering is a thing. Of course, also you can completely screw things up. And I have indeed completely screwed things up. Oh, you know why that is? It's because when you start using four-wheel steering, the back end will spin out and turn out, which is sometimes helpful and sometimes not so much. So obviously with two-wheel steering, the trailer, everything kind of follows where the front wheels go. So if you made it with the front wheels, you're probably going to make it with the back wheels. But when you turn that way, the back will swing to the right, the front will swing to the left. And so you'll actually take a wider turn when considering the rear end of the tractor. And the thing on the hitch will also swing out that way too. Okay, we can turn the lights off that. And the engine off and jump out. So, right now we have our mowing train ready to go. Hi, dog. Have some food. And all we need to do is wait for it to stop raining. So I think pretty much ready to call this today. I will be back next week. I'm pretty sure we've got an open calendar next week, so there won't be any interruptions and the likes. And we will get on with mowing Field 7. And then there may be one more mowing of that. Well, no, we're going to buy that in the winter. So, as I said, yeah, the fields because normally I think, especially the low number fields, 11, 12, 15, 16, 13. These are all really small grass fields. And you're probably going to get paid $20,000 for baling them. This is a big field. I think 20 is a grass field again. Some of these are big. And then you get up here. The bigger fields are in the 45s. 14 small, 38 small. 37's a good size. But, it's sort of a low number field that pays out that much. Of course, I was completely forgetting this is a numbered field. 6 is a numbered field as well. But this is not a field, it's a pasture. You have to plough it and plant grass in it. But it comes as part of the farm, I think. No, it doesn't. Oh. I think it used to come as part of the farm. But there we go. Okay. So, slow down time. We need to wait till the ground dries off, which, again, could be ages. Actually, we don't need to wait till the ground dries off because, so the problem with the ground is if I go and cut this grass now, it's going to be wet grass. And you can't put wet grass in a silage bunker. You need it to dry out a little bit, so you would have to ted it. However, you can bale wet grass and it just becomes regular grass. You can bale semi-dry grass and it just becomes a grass bale. So, and you can wrap grass bales. So that's kind of an anomaly with grass wrapping bales. Bales are just grass, hay, straw, clover, that type of thing. But loose material is wet grass, semi-dry grass, hay, etc. So anyway, so that's going to be a thing. So I can actually go out and cut the grass while it's wet. Plus, I believe these are conditioner mowers, so they will dry the grass one stage anyway. But I think for now, that will be enough. We have, we've paid off 50,000 of our loan, and the main goal now is selling prices. I can't remember if we got wheat, but most of the sales we want to be doing around day 3 early winter or 4. We don't have barley. We have sunflowers. Holy moly. Okay, sunflowers we're going to sell probably on the first day of spring. We have potatoes again. They're peaking. 4th day of winter. Sugar beets again peaking 4th day of winter. Wool happens around here, but we're not worried about that right now. What else do we have? See, clover silage is supposed to fluctuate, but at the BGA it doesn't. So it is what it is. Carrots, onions, we're not doing those. Triticale we have to sell. Yeah, we've got... So it's the last day of early winter, or the first day of midwinter, that we're going to be doing most of our selling. And that's when our income goes through the roof, and we will be able to determine how much we made last year, and thus what fields we can afford to buy next year. But again, with the fields, the problem is now most of the fields are growing something. I think the thing is the miscanthus fields, and there are a lot of those. They harvest mid-spring. So if these are harvested mid-spring, we could look at buying a field or two and getting some spring crops in the ground. So we could do another field of sunflowers. We're doing 26 of sunflowers, but I could do another field of sunflowers. Or, as I said, sugar beets is another one, and potatoes. So there's a couple of options there. Let's turn icons back on, and we'll see what's what as things transpire, I guess. But right now we're heading into the fast part of the year, where we just get jobs done and race through the day. So put us up to 39 missions complete. First Saturday of the month, tornado warning siren test. But anyway, I think for now, let's go back to the world as we know it. It's a cloudy day at Oakfield Farm. Our big tractors are queuing up to remind us we're going mowing today. But for right now, I need to get out of here, have some food. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll see you next week. Have fun. I'm out of here.